often do you think about healthy options? I need to lose those 5 pounds. Maybe I just want to eat healthier. I want to feel better about myself. Well, my special guest tonight is going to help navigate that. Ashley Gadson with Maybe I'm Vegan. Ashley, I'm so excited to have you on the set tonight.
Thank you so much, Deborah.
Oh, I'm going to tell you, one of my girlfriends from LA, I can remember her coming to visit 10 years ago, and she was vegan. And there were no restaurants basically to take her to. You could get a salad, a little grilled this or whatever.
Right.
And how this vegan phase has blown up because people want to be healthy.
Right.
So tell me about being vegan.
Absolutely. So you're absolutely right, Deborah. So I started my vegan journey after I had my first son. Well, right after I had my first son. I was diagnosed during my pregnancy with hyperthyroidism. And I was like, what is that? Oh my gosh. And so I did like a lot of research, and I was like, I need to make healthier choices, right? Even though it may not be all the time. It's hard to commit all the time, but I want to make baby steps. And so that's how I started transitioning into eating vegan. I do believe veganism is a complete lifestyle, right? What you wear, what you take in, what makeup, all that stuff, right?
No
So
leather,
right.
complete.
So I'm not claiming complete veganism, right? But I am what I eat. I do want to make sure it's healthy and that I put healthy things in me. So no meat, no cheese, anything from animal not eating. And so it started off kind of rough, right? And so I started doing researching. I YouTubed a lot of stuff. Tabitha Brown, everybody knows her, right? I started following her and just shopping places that had a lot of plant-based options. And that's how I grew from there, figuring out that I can do a million different things with chickpea. Right? I can make a chickpea salad, tuna salad. I can make eggs from chickpea.
I heard you could even make like fish and chips.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely,
girl,
right?
yes.
Right. So I use flower blossom, and I take that and I just coat it, and it tastes just like fish.
Right.
And I bread it and everything fried, tastes just like fish, right? So there's a lot of different substitutes that you can find to replace the meat to have healthier options. And for me was definitely, I wanted to reduce my blood pressure. I wanted to be better with my hyperthyroidism and to get my levels down. And believe it or not, it worked. It worked. I juiced a lot. It worked. And so going into my second pregnancy, I did not have to be on any medication at all when I was with my first pregnancy. And so it was such a big difference for me. And so that's how I started on the vegan journey. And I try each day just to make a conscious effort to this is what I'm going to do. I get really creative. I make black bean burgers out of rolling oats and corn and black beans and put it all together, and onions and mushrooms. And that's my black bean burger, right? So chicken, I also use rolling oats with that, and you can use nutritional yeast. You can use seitan and all that stuff with the gluten from the wheat, and that makes really good meat chicken. It imitates that really well. So you can do a lot of things.
And it's really about being creative.
Yeah.
They always say you are what you eat.
Absolutely.
And a lot of the food has preservatives in it.
Absolutely.
And as vegan, you prepare your own. You don't you don't use packaged products.
Right.
It's fresh. It's right.
So I'm glad you said that. Right. So because you can eat vegan food that's not so great, right? You can go get the stuff that's preserved, the stuff that's in the frozen. So you're right. So you want to do the fresh things. You want to make it at home. So you're right. But I know a lot of people when they start on the vegan journey, they kind of go to that preserved food just to kind of help them transition over, because sometimes it's difficult. But you're right. You're absolutely right. You want to do it fresh. You want to make sure you're not doing anything that has a lot of preservatives in it. So you're absolutely right. Yes.
And I think it's a lifestyle choice that you make. But I'm going to say my friends that are vegan, like my girlfriends in California, I swear they look 10 years younger than they are.
Yes.
Because they don't have those preservatives. They eat fresh. They don't eat meat. They
age
do.
backwards.
Yes,
right?
they age backwards.
Yes.
Who doesn't want that?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, I do.
I definitely do.
So you also do cleanses. You prepare. Tell me about that. Tell me about a cleanse and what it's going to do for me.
Yeah, so I do the 7-day detox, and I've done a 3-day detox as well. And so that is just to kind of restart your body, right? To flush out all those toxins, the colon, the liver, all the stuff that your kidneys, all the stuff that builds up all those toxins, and your body's working so hard because it has to break down those preservatives, break down those meats, all that stuff. So the cleanse really gives your body a break from doing all that stuff. And so you're not going, sometimes people will ask, am I going to lose 20 pounds? Am I going to lose, 15 pounds in 7 days?
No.
Probably not. If you are, that might be a little bit unhealthy. Right. So, but you might lose 5 to 7 pounds, right? Like you said, you'll feel better. That was one of the biggest things when you said that at the beginning, feeling better, right? A lot of times people equate veganism with, skinny, completely skinny. You look this way. And a lot of vegans are, right?
Right.
But, you can be a vegan in your own body. I have curves.
Right.
I got lots of them.
Love your curves.
And so I also talk about embracing your vegan body because every vegan body doesn't look the same. But like we were saying, you want to feel good. You want to make healthy choices. And that's what I want to support and put out there.
I love that because, I love a good burger.
Yeah.
I love fried foods. I love all that. But I feel horrible
After
I eat it.
You
And when
do.
I eat healthy, I feel so much better.
You think better, don't you?
My
Make
brain
better
works
decisions.
better.
Yeah.
And I love that you're just addressing the veganism and being a vegan because sometimes we think it's so complicated.
Right.
We can't do it. And I like the way you break it down. And you say, you know what, you don't have to do it every day.
Right.
Do it every other day. Do plant-based.
Yeah.
Just eat healthier.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. And look what story you just told about you were off your drugs. You didn't have to have drugs any longer when you're pregnant because you were eating right for your body.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it made it so much better. I was able to move. I felt better. And so you're absolutely right. Just making simple choices. And you're right. Now all these options are available, right? So there's really no excuse to say, we can't eat vegan. There's so many choices at Kroger, Whole Foods,
everywhere.
Food line, everywhere you can make. They have plant-based, they have vegan. You can make those healthy options and just try it.
Absolutely.
You'll be surprised.
You'll be surprised. Now, and for closing, for our viewers out there that are borderline, perhaps they thinking they might want to be vegan. They just want a little navigation and understanding. What words of advice could you give them?
I say that everybody probably eats vegan at least once a day, right? So people really think okay, black bean burgers is vegan. I don't eat that stuff, or it tastes weird. It's that weird kale stuff. If you're eating fruit, that's vegan, right? If you're eating vegetables, that's vegan. So increase your vegetable intake. That will really get you on the right step. Increase your fruit intake, your vegetables and fruit intake. That will really get you on the right step of going vegan and plant-based. And so that's just that simple.
Thank you for stopping by the set tonight,
Thank
Ashley.
you
You were
so much.
amazing.
Thank you, Deborah.
It's my
Appreciate
pleasure. So just like Ashley Gadson says, take baby steps. If you're contemplating being a vegan or trying to be a vegan, just really try it. Start with vegetables and fruits and eliminate certain things and just do YouTube recipes or Google recipes because it's really about making sure you will follow the path and do it because that's where you'll get your success.